Yo, what up? It's your boy, the Card Creator, back at it again with another video. Yes, I'm in Droid Tycoon. I'll probably make a video on Droid Tycoon later, but I'm here to talk about uh, physical games versus digital games. Okay, let me elaborate. Why, in my opinion, physical games are way better than digital. Now, for all those people that are like, oh, but digital games are easier to get. Here's the problem with that. Easier to get also means easier to take away. Like, a company could take your games away as soon as they give them out to you. Take PlayStation, for example. Last time I checked, way back when, on the old PlayStations, I never owned a PlayStation, by the way, so not the point. So for the old PlayStations, from what I know of, y'all could watch movies on there, correct? Well, here's the thing. Even though they are starting to take that away, by the way, they are taking away those movies and all that, which people owned. So basically, companies like that can take away the digital stuff and say, "Oh, you never owned it." You now let me give you an example of a game that is 100% able to be owned, and here's the worst part. Because this is the perfect physical game that has to have ownership. Okay? And for those who want to argue against this, okay, go ahead, try to argue, but I feel like this is a great defense to why physical games are so much better. Okay? This is a game card for Skylanders. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ooh, who cares about that game or whatever? Let me elaborate. Why, this physical game is perfect to counter anybody's argument of why this is like. Try to argue that this is not the perfect game to have to be a physical game. This has to be a physical game mainly due to the fact that people need to own this game. Because here's the thing, Skylanders was in this one game genre that technically forces people to make it ownable. It cannot be rented, it has to be owned. Let me elaborate. This here is a Skylander figure. And before you say, no, it's an amiibo, check again. Skylander and an amiibo. Yeah, they have these cool ones. Yes, there's also a Donkey Kong version. But so this one's Hammer Slam Bowser. Okay? This is a physical figure that you can put into the Skylanders game. In other words, with this, it's pretty much impossible to actually make it a rentable game. If anything, it has to be, you guessed it, owned by the player. Because the reason why I say this is because, one, you can't rent a figure, or when it comes to any Skylanders figures, it can only be bought. And after you buy them, you own them. Which means, if you own this, you also have to own the game. Not rent, own. Henceforth, why physical games so much are better. But let's say you want to go based off of a different game. Here's a whole bunch more, physical games, which cannot be taken away. As you can see, we got a good lineup. We got Luigi's Mansion 3, Minecraft, Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Sword, Smash Brothers, Ultimate, obviously, Tears of the Kingdom, Minecraft Dungeons. We even have some Mortal Kombat 1 and Pokemon Legends EA. You know what that means? These are physical games that I technically own. Also, this is the case I keep them in. So, yeah, obviously Mario. Coffee stain on it a little bit, but not the point. Now, if you want me to describe multiple games that count as technically digital games, Fortnite is technically a digital game, and so is Overwatch. And I played before Overwatch 2 was a thing. So keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm technically playing a digital game, but from basically the difference between digital and physical is for the digital game, they can take it away, but physical is completely different. And the question that comes to mind, though, is what side are y'all on? Because, I mean, I get it, digital is easier to get because you don't need to go to it somewhere physically to get it, such as like GameStop or Target or Walmart. But, and I mean, it's easier to get, but sure, digital games technically have an upside, but I feel like the downside is that they can be taken away, which is a greater downside than you think. So, in other words, in my opinion, physical games are superior. But that's just my opinion. Type down in the comments how y'all feel about this, like how do y'all feel about physical games? How do y'all feel about digital games? And which one you like more? That's it for this video. Also, forgot to mention Nintendo. Yeah, they're still making physical and digital games, so it's just that one's going to be costing slightly more, and I recommend the physical games because at least you can own them. That's it for this video. See ya!